are there starseeds who incarnate into the animal kingdom? Are there any animals on our planet that are holding frequencies or what you would consider to be starseed souls? And if you could speak on that, it'd be beautiful.
Yes, Jerwan, yes. At your present space of time, some starseeds find it as a joyful experience or experiment. For curiosity, they may merge briefly or for the full incarnation of a domesticated animal or one who was out in the wild, you call it. Just for enjoyment of the individual soul expression. But we wish to also say that the body type, the frequency, and many of the animals on your planet were brought here from star races like Arcturus, the Sirians, the Pleiadians, Lyrians. And we are seeing and we are sharing about some of the ancient whales of your time and their innate wisdom and healing power that is still felt on the planet. That is why it is heartbreaking when they are disrespected and annihilated, some pods through captivity or in the past, you call it hunting of them. Also, so the orca whales we are seeing, the blue whales, beluga, we are seeing the whales, and we are also seeing the manatees and the dolphins that are very Syrian connected. And this is an intellect beyond what many humans understand or can even fathom and speak about, because it goes straight up to source. It is a frequency. When you talk about attunement of your energies, they are always in attunement, going through the body, through the pineal. They are feeling that energy as you would understand it to be, going through your body, through the pineal of wisdom, first and foremost. And secondary to that, many are connecting as they are telepathically communicating. Then they get the resonation, shimmer, or a hit they are feeling from the heart awareness. So the animals that are in your ocean bodies are holding a lot of light and energy. And that frequency is being broadcasted across your planet through the waterways, you see, dear ones. So, and they have been here for many, many, many thousands, millions. We do not even know if you could comprehend. They were one of the first to be in a form of a star frequency on the planet. And it was quite easier because the water creates a frequency that is not a barrier, but it is a medium. It is an energy for communication, sending, if you want to say, signal through, but it is more like an awareness. It is beyond just thought. It is beyond the heart signature that is sending out information and conversation. It is a consistency of a humming and a resonation to hold physicality on the planet, to hold, we are seeing the beginning times was an opportunity to say, what is it like to be in a physical form? We could say, what is needed to support the physicality in itself? And because the waterways were very nourishing to the beings, they could be in that space while the planning and the implementation of other body forms were being described and tested. And, we're going into a really interesting space because let us just say you understand the humans can do plastic surgery and they can alter genes. They can create clones. Okay, it is not too far away for you to understand that some of the bodies on the planet were initially prototypes brought through from star beings. And prior to bringing through the humanoid prototypes, they brought through the animal prototypes, the ones in the waterways. And the ones in the waterways could be in a protected space as they were then creating the human prototypes. We are sharing and speaking also that transition with the merfolk, the mermaids, you see. And so even as the human body was created, you still had the other realms and different, we are going to say realms because they are different frequency. Not all humans could always see the merfolk, but some did and some did not understand. And because humanity was in a different consciousness, then they did not treat the mers with love, compassion, or respect. And many were treated as, we don't even know, the experiments done on them, putting into like a circus show. You know, they were made for entertainment or experimentations of the time. They were not always loved and respected, which broke the hearts of the mers, but also of the animals in the waterways of the dolphins and the whales, because they had been there from the beginning. And thus that created the mers leaving the planet or leaving the overlapping of realms for humans to see them. And they have now gone into another space when they choose to be in that form. They are now on a planet of water that is moreover water, because the humans cannot just be there. You see, they have distanced themselves.
I was just going to ask that. Yeah, because as you were speaking about the mer people or the merfolk, there was this awareness, and this awareness has been in my mind for about the last month or so, because my young son had asked me about mermaids, and I had this vision of this planet that was all water. And so he had asked me, are mermaids real? And I didn't know what to say, because I had this vision of, yes, on another planet. So I actually just told him that. I was like, I think they exist on another planet. Would that be accurate, that they are very much vibrant and alive on another planet?
Yes, that is accurate. And also they were once here on the Earth before the Earth came into the space in which it is now. So Earth was created with the assistance of star beings. And some will say, oh, blasphemy, that goes against God. No, God is always there.
Yes.
Source is always there. They are working. It is an opportunity for advancement of creation,
right,
of life. And we will bring it back again. Look at right now your sciences and the medical arts and all that they are doing. There is life in these human bodies. There is a soul in these human bodies, where the human bodies were moreover created, you could say, with the assistance of laboratory assistants and that of the humans. So it is very interesting. That is why we kind of hesitated for a moment with a little smile as we began speaking. We are saying, how can we gently put this?
Yes. Well, star beings are also a creation of God, I would say. So, I mean, it's all God, no matter which way you look at it. You know, you could say it all kind of goes back to God. So one other question that's coming up is, well, first of all, I saw in my mind's eye the dolphins and the whales before you said dolphins and whales. So I feel like even right now, there's this telepathic communication taking place between the council and myself. But as you were speaking of the dolphins and the whales, I was aware of their strength in telepathic communication. And I had this blast of insight that they're here to help us somehow develop our telepathic communication or amplify it, because I feel like as I feel into the future human, I sense that the future human, I don't know how far in the future, but I sense that the future human will be more of a telepathic human or a telepathic race, let's say. So would it be accurate that these dolphins, these dolphin beings, whale beings, these water beings are helping us with that next stage of our evolution and becoming more telepathic in the same way that they are?
Yes, indeed, but we will share. So some currently are speaking with them telepathically. However, you might be only 1% of what is happening. And so in the future, as you are sharing, it can be up 80, 90, 100%, given at will. If it's willed, there is the opportunity to be 100%. But we have spoken about the transition to the new earth, or the new earth energy, the new reality, and that humanity is at the very beginning, and the light working beings, star beings on the planet now are just creating that bridge, holding space for that bridge. Some are in the middle, some have reached the other side, but they are not looking forward. That energy is holding anchor points to invite humanity across and over through it. So after humanity gets past this bridge into the new energies and then it stabilizes, there's a moment of calmness and integration. That will even be maybe 2, 3, or 4 chapters later or steps later.
Yeah.
Very into the future for what you are sharing, but it is possible even now. So it is up to those who feel a calling and want to experiment with it and start to utilize the gift. The challenge for many is to say, where is the proof in the physicality that I am speaking with these beings? And so this has been done before. Our partner's friend, Connie Parker, did have a strong relationship with a well and would speak telepathically and then see afterwards photographs of the location, and it is exactly what was shown to her. And so you see, this can also be, and it has been done for some, but for those who don't have access to check the information, they could think they are just making it up.
Right. But just as you're speaking about it, I feel that even if it couldn't be confirmed, let's say, just maybe the sharing of the energy, if you're energetically connecting with a whale, let's say, just to receive the benefit, because Sarai has talked recently about the benefits of shape-shifting in the sense of connecting with either an animal or even another human, where you feel like you would benefit from whatever energy they emanate. And so, energetically perhaps and telepathically connecting with some of these beings could help us anchor those higher frequencies in our own selves.
Yes, Jerwin, yes. So if you meet and greet an animal, remember they are their own sovereign entity. They are their own individual being. And so we are sharing this for others who may be listening in the future. It's not appropriate to push your energy into their physical body or to invade their consciousness. But if they are open to the possibility, they would invite you to merge with them, to feel that energy and, quote, like, see the world through their eyes, experience life through that frequency, because they very much are in a different reality. You have your felines here. Our partner is thinking behind the scenes here about her cats. You have your felines here, and they are experiencing the same physical table and chair and the deck they are walking on and seeing the trees, but as if they are in a magical space where time moves differently and it is a heart connection, and all of her feline families are telepathic, even with the squirrels and the raccoons and the possums. They're all friends. And so they are here in the physical reality, but living in a whole different consciousness, a whole different life experience, you see. And so for you to be invited into that beautiful space, almost as a magical fairy tale of the animal reality, for those who are living a beautiful reality, it is quite the opportunity. And this is where they can share with you a gift.
And I'd say, like, many animals seem to be much more in tune with their inner light than some humans. So that can be a benefit too, of spending time with animals or connecting with animals on that level.
Yes. Yes. This is why you have therapy animals, you see.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much. Would you have any one last message that you'd like to share?
Well, we just want to remind everybody, it's so funny, we're feeling swimmy in the body here, speaking of water, so we're going to bring through the energy for any who feel swimmy or grounding, and we'd encourage you to think about rocks or lava, trees, get back in your body, to be centered here, more contained, not flowing out of the system, but more in, because you are needed in the system of the human body, the human reality. Here you are. So many are feeling this, and they will be feeling the remembrance of being in the water. We're saying, okay, but come back into who you are in the now moment, so you can do your duties here and be present. And so to be grateful for the now moment, honor the now moment and notice that it is all necessary. It is all needed. It is all nourishing. The highs, the lows, the happy times, the heavy times. It balances it all out. And so we encourage you, as you are feeling maybe being swayed or pulled or sucked into other energies of others. And you mentioned the chaos for those who are sensitive to the energy around them. Come into your body, breathe, place your hand on your body, connecting into your own soul light. And this will assist you to feel calm, to feel present, to feel whole and put together within your own day-to-day reality for the self. And then overall, that will assist you if you are called to step into any light working mini missions, we will call it, the while you are here in your reality. So we hope this provides a lot of support and some unique information for all. We are going to prepare now to leave the physical body. Our partner will fully come back in, and we look forward to seeing you all again in such a way very soon.